Good morning and welcome to Vlogtober day 15. Well, it's a beautiful day out there today. The sun is out. It's a little bit nippy, but it's gorgeous. It makes a big difference than having rain. Well, as you can see, I'm in the shop and I brought my knitting down with me. I managed to get some knitting done last night, which I'm really pleased at. So this is sock number 2 and I am just starting on my heel flap, so I'm really pleased at that. I must admit, while I was doing a little bit of machine embroidery last night on my bag, I did do a little bit of knitting, so that helped, so that was good. So my aim today is to try and get my heel flap finished. I think I have about 23 rows to do altogether. We've got a funny angle. Hope you don't disappear on me. So yeah, so that is what I'm aiming to do, at least for today. I suppose it just depends how the kittens are when I get in. Yeah. Salem's he's too playful at the minute. He seems to have gone a little bit mad. He was this morning. Crazy little thing. I don't know. Anyhow, his eye's looking quite good at the minute, so he's on eye drops. I think it's every 8 hours now, so that is good. It's just now we've got to keep an eye on them for play fighting, which they are doing still. Otherwise he could have another scratch or she could have a scratch, so it's going to be fun. But obviously we need to get them sort of back together again so they can sleep in the same pen. It's just, you know, like I said, it's going to be a bit awkward if they're going to start play fighting, but we'll get there. I'm sure we will. Anyhow, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop my knitting away for a little bit. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm actually a bit cold this morning because, like I've said before, I don't have any heating in here. Well, none of us have got any heating in our units. So I'm going to have a cup of tea to warm me up a little bit. And then I've got a couple of orders to pack. What else have I got? Yeah, I'm cutting Liberty fabrics this morning, so that'll be nice. Then I'm not sure. I could do with actually making a little phone pouch because my phone sits in a silicone case, and that's my phone case, and it's got one of these sockets on, which I love. But when I slot my phone in my handbag, the screen's not protected, so I thought I might make a little pouch. I might try and get it cut out today and get it stitched tonight, because I really don't want to have to set my machine up at the minute, because I've got a little bit of work to do on the computer today. So yes, but I've got some plans for doing a bit of machine embroidery this evening when I get home. All being well, something I'm going to make. Actually, when I've finished here, I'm going to pop across to Tesco's because I need 1 or 2 bits for the shop, and I want to have a look and see if I can get any towels or tea towels for the kitchen, because what I've decided to do is the designs I bought, which I've not stitched them out yet, the pumpkin, the fancy pumpkin, the trio of pumpkins, I'd like to do on tea towels and towels for my kitchen. So that's something I would like to do this evening, but you know what it's like, I make plans and it all goes to pot at the minute, so we shall see. I'm going to aim for that today, so I will catch you all a little bit later. Well, considering it started out a lovely day this morning, it's certainly turned miserable now. It's all dark and grey and it's raining. Anyhow, when I finished work today, Adele popped in and we went to Tesco. It's lethal going to Tesco. I only went in for a couple of bits and I came out with 3 bagfuls of stuff. What I went in for was, what I wanted was some new tea towels. A bit boring, I know, but I want to do some machine embroidery on them. And my kitchen is, I've got like a black floor, sort of black mottled worktops, black tiles, cream units, and my walls are painted sort of a light purple, which is my favourite colour. Anyhow, so I wanted some tea towels and some new towels that were in cream, and the best I could get, I got a pack. It's got grey and one cream, but you know, it'll do. And then I got a couple of towels, small hand towels, which are cream. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to machine embroider some pumpkins and the stack of pumpkins and set on these. So I've got something for my kitchen for autumn. So that's going to be my job for this evening. I have escaped. When I got home, the kittens, obviously, Salem, I think it was running riot a bit, but they both had a slice of cooked chicken, which they thoroughly enjoyed. And not long after that, they both settled down. So we've got, excuse me, we've got two settees in our room, a two-seater and a three-seater. And Bramble was on one and Salem was on the other one. And yeah, they've both gone to sleep. Adele put Salem's cone back on it because she knew as soon as you put it on him, he goes to sleep, which he did. So everything is calm and quiet, and they're all snuggled up in the little blanket, and his eye's doing okay. He had a few drops in at 4 o'clock because he has them every 8 hours now. So I think it's going to take a few days before it's fully back to normal, but it is getting there, and he's okay. He's fine, and Elsa's fine as well. They're all fine. Well, when I got home today, there was a package for me, and so when I opened it, I was very surprised. It's lovely. Excuse me. Somebody has sent me a tea cosy book, which is brilliant. So thank you very much. I don't know who you are though. You didn't put a name on the envelope, so obviously you watch my vlog. So please just pop a message down below and I can thank you properly. But it looks really nice. There's lots of lovely knitted tea cozies in there, and I was just looking at this one because this one reminds me of something that my mum made me a few years ago. She did it was a pink and white one. It looked a bit like a cupcake, and I've still got it. It's sat in my drawer upstairs because it's actually for a small teapot, but it's, well, not a small teapot, like a medium. I've got what I would call not an over large pot, and I've got a smaller pot, but this tea cosy is it for an in-between one, so it doesn't fit anything. And I've always liked it because it's like, it appears like it's double thickness. Now this, with the ridges on, it looks a bit similar to that. Now, I don't think I've ever knit a tea cosy before, to be honest. But no, I'm looking forward to this. So I've just had a little look through the book, and they've got some lovely cozies in there. But I thought that one would look nice as the pumpkin. And if I do away with the pom-poms and put a little brown stem on, because I did see something similar on Etsy. I'm sure it had been crocheted, so you had sort of got the ridge, and I think you get that with front and back post. I'm sure that's how it's done. Might be wrong. Somebody might know and correct me. But thank you ever so much, whoever sent it to me. I really appreciate this. So I am actually going to look for some wool this weekend when I go back down to the shop. I've got to go down to the shop either Friday or Saturday, so I'm going to find some wool out, but I think I'm just going to do it in the one colour, a pumpkin colour, and it's actually in DK, this one. So yeah, it would be nice if it were like 2 shades of orange. That would look good, but I don't think I've got 2 shades of orange. I've only got one, but I don't mind. It's still going to look like a pumpkin. Whether it'll get done for this year, I don't know, but I can certainly try. So I'm looking forward to having a go at that. But there are some other lovely designs in there as well. I mean, there's a cat teapot as well, teapot cozy I should say. The stripes, and there's all sorts. I mean, I think that's a fish actually, but yeah, that's cute. And yeah, let's have a look, see if I can see something else. Oh, so a rural visit, that one. So that looks good. And there's a dog one as well. I'm not showing this very well, am I? There we go. That looks very good. But the cat one looks quite good. If I can find it, I will share it with you. But that's nice. I like that one as well, with the cabling in. It reminds me of a hot water bottle with that bit at the top, but no, I really like that. So yes. Oh, that one's got beads on it. That looks interesting. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, so you might see me starting my tea cosy this weekend, but thank you ever so much, whoever sent it may. But please leave me a message down below, then I can thank you properly. So yeah, so this is me now, machine embroidery a little while, so I will obviously share what I'm doing with you. Right, well, when the machine's finished doing the pumpkin, I'm going to hopefully start on the applique, unless I end up going shopping instead, which I could do. So this is the tea towel. As you can see, it's got the stripes on it. So this is why I thought I would do the pumpkin trio. Now I've just had a look at the pattern, and when I looked at it on the sewing machine, it didn't come up as I expected it for applique work. Now it looks like machine embroidery applique has changed a little bit since I last did any, because before it used to stitch an outline down and then you place your fabric on the shape, it would do another outline on top of your fabric and then you would cut round it. But not this one. This one gives you what's called a die line, so I need to go and print off that, because I haven't printed it off. All I've printed off is this, and it's obviously 3 pumpkins, so it's going to be 3 different pieces, and then I have to fuse it to the towel with some fusible webbing, which I didn't realise that. Then it will do an outline stitch, and then it will do all the satin stitch, so that's something new to me. So I think, well, this is embroidery, and I think I can trust it to be left on its own for 2 minutes while I go and print off this die sheet. I don't know. See what happens when you don't do something for a little while, things change. Well, I've just finished my machine embroidery. It's been a bit of a faff tonight. Now I remember why I gave it up. I got fed up with it. Yeah, the machine was being a little bit temperamental with these towels. But I got there. But then on the tea towel, it didn't like it. But we saw it kept having a thread break. But I slowed the machine down. And yeah, it's a lot better. Right, well that's the first towel done. There we go. That's a nice one, that. But I need to wash out the stabiliser, obviously, at the front now. So they're going to go for the wash. So I've just finished another one, and it's still got the water-soluble stabiliser on the front. So I'm going to take that off tomorrow. I've had enough now. I want to go and have a drink and do some knitting. And I've done one of the tea towels. So this has got my trio of pumpkins on, which, considering this is the simplest design, this was such a faff to do. Now, I've done ordinary applique before on the machine and never had a problem with it, but they've changed how they do applique, as I said before. This is called heirloom applique, and when you print off like your threads and everything and how to do things, there's supposed to be a template, which it's there, but it kept opening up in my embroidery machine program, which I can't print it off from there. So I've just done it the way I know how to do it, so it's not quite right. But having said that, it's turned out not too bad. But I had to put all three colours the same on, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it. But the fabric is, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a nice pattern in it. And the stitching is more like a blanket stitch. It's a bit more open than satin stitch. And it is actually quite big, that. And it works better on this tea towel with it having the stripe across. So I might see if I can sort out how to get the pattern to print off, and then I'll be able to cut it out for the next one. But no, I mean, it does look better in real life than it probably does on camera, but I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. So I've got two more to do. So I've got another grey one and a cream one. So what do I do? If I can sort the pattern out for the pumpkin, I'll do another pumpkin. But I quite fancy having some leaves on this, autumnal leaves. That would be nice. But I'll look into that tomorrow. I've had enough now. I'm in dire need of a cup of tea. I've had my tea. I had a nice tea tonight. I had pork, mashed potatoes, carrots and green beans, and like an applesauce gravy. It was really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to end today's vlog now, and just want to say thank you for joining me, and I will respond to all comments as soon as possible. Yes, so I will see you all again tomorrow for, yes, another day of whatever. Who knows what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm shopping tomorrow. That's one of the first things I've got to do. Bye for now.